Alright, so this is the unboxing of the mini air compressor in Airbrush that I got. Due to our 2,000 subscriber giveaway, picking the clone trooper that he picked, and I'll put an image of that right up here in the corner. There are certain parts of this clone trooper that I just can't do without a airbrush. And I've been debating on getting an airbrush for a long time, and I'm kind of glad he forced me into getting it. But I didn't want to buy something huge and really expensive, turn out to not be very good at it, and not use it very much, because I'm still quite fond of spray painting and regular spray painting and taping, and so if I don't have to use this, I'm probably not going to, because it's just quicker. The spray paint nozzle is huge. But for fine detailed stuff, I've been wanting a one of these for a long time, especially for weathering. So I decided to pick this up on Amazon, and it's super cheap. It's a budget air compressor with an airbrush, the whole kit. It just doesn't come with airbrush paint. And you can see here it's got the compressor, the hose. It's got a dual airbrush holder, and then it's got the airbrush here. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to open this up, and we're going to take it out and just do a little bit of an unboxing, and then I'll do a few videos later, just kind of showing you it in action once I really learn it. And then we'll finally have an airbrush for this channel, and hopefully I can get pretty decent at this. And if I get really good at it, I can start purchasing some more not necessarily expensive, but something with a bigger price on it. So first thing that I'm going to do is just turn this over. Dump out that styrofoam, and we've got here, got the airbrush itself, so I'll set that down. And then this is the air compressor inside. Take this out. Alright, so let me get this unwrapped. This is the air compressor. Just plugs into a regular US plug in here. Here's all the stuff on it. It says a 5th horsepower on 120 volt, 25 LPM, automatic stop system. So we've got an on and off switch. It looks like we have this is the liquid, the moisture release, and you just push this up so the moisture comes down into here so it doesn't ruin your paint. Then you push this to release it. This is your pressure valve here, so you just kind of push that up, and then you can add more pressure into it or less pressure into it. I think it starts at 0. A plastic bolt. And we've got the pressure gauge there, you can see. And we're not going to do too much right here, but I'll make some other videos showing you guys this. Oh, I know what that is. Now I see. So you can unscrew this and take it off, and then you mount this, and then you screw that on. So that's your dual airbrush mount. And I think you need probably 2 hands for that. Hose. Feels pretty nice. Let's go ahead and bust that. So that, we're going to do one end onto here. And I think that you're supposed to get some tape seal with it, and I don't see any, so I'll have to figure that out. And let's see, this is the last part. So I did already open this. It comes wrapped in plastic, but I just wanted to see it. So this is the airbrush itself. And to be honest with you, from the videos that I watched on this before it came in, I was pretty surprised on how heavy duty it felt compared to how people made it sound. And this is my first airbrush, so of course it's going to feel probably more heavy duty to me than other people. But it's all metal. It's all heavy. It feels really good. This works really good. It's got your top on it. It's got a big deep cavern on the inside. And I've already taken this front part off. It's got a real straight needle. Looks really good. So that's that. And then this here is a little piece that can go on the end here, and then you can put this adapter on it and put it onto a hose, but I don't think I'm going to need that because this should just go right into here. So I'll try to do this with minimal effort. There we go. And that in there. And that is the kit. So I'm going to put this up in my cosplay tools area. And I'm going to plug this in real quick so you can just hear it. I'll squeeze this a little bit so you can hear the air coming off of it. And that'll be the end of this video. So this isn't a review. I'm not going to tell you what I think about it because I'm not going to run any paint through it in this. It's just merely an unboxing. If you have one of these, or you've heard of one of these, or you've used one of these or something like that, be sure to leave in the comments your suggestions or anything that you think about this if you want to. Any help would be awesome. I've heard a lot of people say that this compressor is really good, but the airbrush isn't, and so this is basically why I bought it. I figured I could buy a new airbrush for a whole lot cheaper than buying an expensive airbrush with an expensive kit. Just go ahead and get this and use that for now, and then get a better airbrush later. And then after getting a few good airbrushes, just kind of move on to getting a better kit. Plus I can use this compressor here for compressed air tools. So I'm planning on getting a compressed air Dremel and using it with this as well. So I've got to see how powerful this actually is, and if it can actually run a compressed air Dremel, because I want that more than my electric Dremel, because my electric Dremel only works for about 20 minutes and then it dies. So I want something that works longer than that. So I'm going to push pause on this, and then I'll show you guys what it's like on, and we'll just spray it real quick and that'll be it. So when it gets to a certain point, it shuts off. Kicks back on. Sounds pretty good. So I just basically come up here and adjust this. So that's the pressure down. You can see the PSI going down. And this is the PSI going up. So we can turn it to here. Let's see this. That feels really good. This down and go up some more. See what that does. Man, you gotta turn this a lot to get this to go very far. So I'm gonna try to go pretty far with it. looks like that's about as far as it goes. And to be honest with you, filling this, because all I'm doing is these little spots on the sides. So that's cool. Alright. This is Bryce Michael RC, and this is a budget mini compressor TC802K from Amazon. I'll put the price and the link and everything in the description, and we'll be doing some more videos on this, so I'll show you kind of what this thing can do from a beginner's perspective, because this is the very first airbrush I've ever owned, and when I use this for the first time, it's going to be the first time I've ever used one. So please, if you're an experienced airbrush user and you've used one of these before, go ahead and leave a comment and let people know as much info as you possibly can, along with letting me know as much info as possible. And you have to, oh, so you push in, down, back. So you push down for the air to come out, and then back. The more back you put, the more paint comes out. So it's a pretty cool design. Anyways, I'm out. See you guys later. Have a good one.